Triple bombshell alert at Soldier Field. Think Poles is sleeping soundly with $40 million in his pocket? Wrong! We're just hours away from a historic move on the offensive line. An elite center could unlock Caleb's full potential. But what will they sacrifice? And that's not all. An epic return that's bound to divide the fan base? That's right, a legend is coming back. But beware, if we sign this veteran, are we doomed to repeat past mistakes? And wait, injuries are lurking. And what about the secret weapon for Caleb? A veteran in the slot, tactical solution, or looming disaster? If you're not paying attention, you're missing the strategy that will decide whether Chicago awakens the monster of the NFC North or buries itself in misery for another decade. Turn on your notifications now and don't get lost in Costco later. Listen up, Chicago Bears fans. Thought Ryan Poles was done reshaping our offensive line? Think again. I just got word about a move that could change everything for this team in 2025. The Bears are going after Drew Dalman, one of the most sought-after centers on the market. Yeah, you heard me right. But why the obsession with the O-line? Did Poles finally learn his lesson after watching Justin Fields run for his life year after year? Let's break it down. Luxury or necessity? Let me be crystal clear, Dalman isn't. Just another guy. At only 26 years old, he finished 2024 as the fourth best center in the NFL according to PFF, with an impressive 78.8 grade. And guess who wants that on their team? The Bears already have Thuney and Jackson. But what happens if we add Dalman to the mix? We'd be looking at a historic trio on the inside. But is it worth paying $50 million over 4 years? I'll tell you this, if they protect Caleb Williams, the price doesn't matter. And here comes the controversy, are we neglecting the defensive front? Last season, our offense was a disaster, but the defense also struggled to generate consistent pressure. What's the point of having a dream offensive line if the defense collapses? I'm asking you, is Poles investing in the right spot? I say yes. With Williams as the future, every dollar spent protecting him is a strategic move. But if this backfires, it'll be the most costly mistake of the Poles era. Let's be real, this isn't just about 2025. Signing Dalman means building an offensive line for the next decade. Imagine this. Williams with 5 seconds to throw, premium audibles, and a punishing ground game. But beware, Atlanta won't let Dalman walk easily, and other teams are in the hunt. Could this be the move that puts the Bears back in serious contention? One more time, the investment in Williams must be absolute. No excuses. Here's my uncomfortable question. Does it make sense to drop $50 million on a center when we still need an EDGE and a top receiver? Drop your thoughts now. Do you back this aggressive move, or is Poles making a historic mistake? Warning. If Dalman signs, the expectations for Caleb Williams will be massive. Let me tell you something that's got Chicago buzzing. Are the Bears actually considering bringing back Khalil Mack? Oh yeah, you heard that right. According to Albert Breer from Sports Illustrated, rumors are circulating that Chicago could offer him a deal worth around $15 million per year. But hold on a second, is Mack, at 34 years old, worth that kind of investment? I'm telling you right now, this is a double-edged sword. Let's talk facts. Mack is a Chicago legend. In his first 2 seasons here, he racked up 92 quarterback pressures. With the Chargers, that number dropped to 76 over 3 seasons. He's still a beast, but in 2024, he only had 6 sacks. What happened? Is he slowing down? And don't forget the cautionary tale of Von Miller. Buffalo shelled out $47 million for 3 years of 14 sacks and 15 missed games. Do we want the Bears making the same mistake? Here's the problem. The Chargers have $83 million in cap space. The Bears only have $40 million. Is it worth spending almost half the budget on a veteran who might be trending downward? I say Ryan Poles is playing with fire. And don't try to sell me the "we need experience" argument. If they sign him, there's one condition: they must draft a young pass rusher. Or are we going to make the mistake of relying solely on aging stars again? But listen to this: Mack is still a Pro Bowler. He played 61% of the snaps in 2024 and dominated in 616 snaps. Think a rookie is putting up those numbers? No way. The real question is, does Chicago want to win now or build for the future? If they believe in Justin Fields or whichever QB they're rolling with, Mack gives them an immediate opportunity. And the fans? Those number 52 jerseys will be roaring at Soldier Field again. But buckle up, remember when we traded him in 2022? Now he could cost us $15 million a year. Is that irony or sheer brilliance? Listen up, Bears fans, here's my verdict. If Mack takes a one-year deal, do IT. But if he's asking for 2 or 3 years, Ryan Poles better have a way out. And if they don't draft an edgy in the early rounds, this could go down as a historic failure. Now over to you, is the risk worth IT? Would you rather pay Mack $15 million or invest in youth? Did you think the free agency market was going to give us a break? Think again. Hollywood Brown just re-signed with the Chiefs, and now what's Ryan Poles going to do? Look for another fast, experienced veteran. Absolutely. But here's the debate. Is Brandon Cooks the right piece for Caleb Williams or an expensive mistake? Let me tell you, this Cooks name is on the table. And here's why. Look, the situation is clear. The Bears have DJ Moore and Rome Oduns on the outside. But what about the slot? Keenan Allen is gone. Who's going to be the third receiver? A young guy from the draft? Maybe. But Ben Johnson wants experience, speed, and Cooks brings both. 31 years old, 5 teams in his career, and there's one thing he's never lost. He's a missile in cleats. Remember his Saints or Texans days? Pure explosiveness. And in Dallas? Well, 2024 was rough. 26 receptions, 259 yards, 3 touchdowns. But he only played 10 games? Sound familiar? Yep, injuries again. So, I ask you, this doesn't make sense to risk $5.2 million on a one-year deal? To me, yes. Why? Because Caleb Williams needs reliable options. Moore and Oduns will draw double coverages who's going to take advantage of those open spaces. A veteran like Cooks. On top of that, his speed fits perfectly in Johnson's system. Quick catches, deep routes. He's the missing piece to complete this offense. But let's not fool ourselves. Cooks is coming off a down year with recurring injuries. And at 31, can his body handle 17 weeks? Here's my take. If Poles signs him, there better be a backup plan. Could they invest in the draft? Maybe bring in Malik Washington or another rookie to learn under him. But what if Cooks ends up being just a short-term fix? Here's my criticism. The Bears can't settle for temporary solutions. If they want a Super Bowl, they've got to build for the future. Cooks is a gamble. But if it only costs $5 million, why not? That said, if he gets hurt in September, who takes the hit? That responsibility falls on Poles. Now, my question for you, do you think Brandon Cooks is the ideal slot signing? Or should the Bears take a shot on a young receiver in the draft? Welcome to the Bears family. This team never stops moving, and every decision this offseason has people talking. First, the big one. Is it really worth spending $50 million on a center when we still need key pieces like an edge rusher and another receiver? Do you think Ryan Poles is making a genius move, or could this decision haunt his legacy for years? I want your opinions in the comments right now. But that's not the only question we need to ask. Let's talk about Khalil Mack, a proven warrior, but at a cost of $15 million. Would you invest that money in his leadership and experience? Or is it time to focus entirely on the young talent on this roster? What would you do if you were Poles? Don't stay silent. And here it is, the last big debate. Brandon Cooks. Is he the perfect signing to strengthen the slot? Or is it better to go young in the draft? Do you trust his veteran presence to unlock Caleb Williams? Or Would you rather see a hungry rookie ready to make a name for himself? These decisions will shape the future of the Bears, and our voice matters. That's why I'm asking you to join this family, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and comment with passion on every move. We're more than just fans, we're the pack that pushes this team forward. Are you ready to be part of history? Subscribe now and let's make some noise this season. Thank you for being part of this community. See you in the next video. Bear down.